This video is over topic 7 quiz review 7.1 through 7.3, so adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. The first question is write negative 4x to the 5th minus 8 plus 6x to the 4th minus 2x minus x to the 3rd plus 7x squared in standard form and state the degree in leading coefficient. So remember, standard form is your highest exponent written in descending order. So my highest exponent is negative 4x to the 5th. So I'm going to have, I'm not for sure what happened there. Okay. We're going to have negative 4x to the 5th. Then I have plus 6x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd plus 7x squared minus 2x minus 8. The degree is the highest exponent. So right here, my degree would be 5. And the leading coefficient is the coefficient in front of the degree. So it'd be negative 4. Number 2 says combine like terms and write 3x plus 4x squared, 3x plus 4x cubed minus 6 minus 5x cubed plus 27 minus x in standard form. So again, I have to do combine like terms. So I'm going to go here. I have an x. Do I have any other x's? Yep, I have negative x. Remember, when you're combining like terms, you're including the term in front. I have a x cubed and a negative 5x cubed, and then I have negative 6 and 27. So first I'm going to start with the highest degree. So 4x cubed minus 5x cubed would be negative x cubed. 3x minus x is plus 2x. And then negative 6 plus 27 is positive 21. Simplify, write your answer in standard form. So you're adding, because we have an addition problem right there. So 5x cubed plus 3x minus 9 plus 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. So remember, the easiest way to do this is rewrite your first polynomial. So 5x cubed plus 3x minus 9. And then just rewrite your second polynomial exactly like it is. Plus 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. Combine like terms. So again, this time I'm going to use, so I have 5x cubed. Going to look, yep, and there's 2x cubed. I have 3x, negative 5x. I have negative 9 and 7, and then I have just a negative x squared. So then I put that in standard form. So I have 5x cubed plus 2x cubed. So that's going to be 7x cubed. I cross them out so I know I used them. Then I have minus 3x squared. 3x minus 5x is minus 2x. And then negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2. And that's your answer. Number 4 says simplify, write your answer in standard form. So negative 2x plus 3 minus 4x squared minus 5x plus 6. So remember, this negative has to be distributed through everything of the second polynomial. So I'm going to rewrite the first polynomial. So 2x plus 3. And this is really just negative 1. So you can think of it as negative 1 times 4x squared, negative 1 times 5x, negative 1 times 6. Or you can also just look at it as I'm going to change all of my signs to the opposite sign of the second polynomial. So I'm going to have negative 4x squared plus 5x minus 6. Again, I need to combine like terms. So I have negative 2x and 5x. I have 3, negative 6, and then negative 4x squared. So when I rewrite it in standard form, negative 4x squared, negative 2x plus 5x is plus 3x, and then 3 minus 6 is minus 3. This is find the product. So the simplest way to do this is to distribute it throughout. Okay, so negative 2y to the third times negative 6y squared is going to be 12y to the fifth. I multiply my coefficients, and then I add my exponents. So then negative 2y times y would be negative 2y to the fourth. Remember, if there is not an exponent, there's an imaginary 1. And then negative 2y cubed minus 9 would be 18y cubed. Now, several of you asked in class how you would do this in a box method. So there's 3 terms of my polynomial. So I'm going to just do a box with 3. And so then I would have negative 2y cubed over here, negative 6y squared, y negative 9. And then you would just multiply just like we just did, but it'd be in the box. All right, which of the following is the product of 3x minus 2 and 4x plus 5? So we're going to go back to the box method. I have 2 terms by 2 terms, so I have a 2 by 2 box. 3x minus 2, 4x plus 5. I'm going to multiply. 4x times 3x is 12x squared. 4x times negative 2, negative 8x. 5 times 3x is 15x, and then 5 times negative 2 is 10. So when I rewrite this, I have 12x squared, combine my like terms, so 15x plus negative 8x is going to be 7x minus 10. So your answer is B. 7 says find the product. On this one, I will do FOIL. So my first, 3x minus 2 times 5x plus 4. So I have 3x times 5x is 15x squared. 3x times 3 is 9x. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x. And negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Combined like terms, so 15x squared minus x minus 6. Multiply 4x squared plus 5 times 2x squared minus 3x plus 6. So again, I can use my my box method if I want. So I have a 2 by 3. So I have a 2 by 3. 2 by 3. So 4x squared, 5. 2x squared minus 3x plus 6. 4x squared times 2x squared is 8x to the fourth. 4x squared times negative 3x is negative 12x cubed. 4x squared times 6 is 24x squared. 5 times 2x squared is 10x squared. 5 times negative 3x is negative 15x, and 5 times 6 is 30. Now, normally you can just do the diagonals and it works perfectly. In this particular instance, because this one does not have an x, that's why it makes it a little wonky. If we could have made it a 3 by 3 and put a 0x, and then the diagonals would be perfect. But you just have to watch that. So I have 8x to the fourth minus 12x cubed. 10x squared plus 24x squared is 34x squared minus 15x plus 30. And that would be your answer. Which of the following is the product of 3y minus 5 squared? So remember, that is just 3y minus 5 times 3y minus 5. So you can either do FOIL or box. I'm going to do box for this one, so 2 by 2. So 3y minus 5, 3y minus 5. 3y times 3y is 9y squared. 3y times negative 5y is negative 15y squared. Negative 5 times 3y is negative 15y. And this should have, I'm sorry, this one I added the square, but it should have just been y because there's only one y. And then -5 times -5 is positive 25. Combine like terms, I have 9y squared plus, not plus, because negative 15x plus negative 15x is negative 30y plus 25. So B. This says use distributive property to find the product. If you chose to use box method, I would not take off for that. So here we have a times a would be a squared. A times negative b is negative ab. B times a is positive ab. You always write it in alphabetical order. So ab. ba equals ab. And then I have minus b squared. So a squared minus b squared is your answer. When you have the exact same thing, except it's a difference of two squares, so like your signs are opposite, the middle terms cancel out. Which of the following is a product of 4x minus 3 and 4x plus 3? So again, I'm going to pause this, do the box method so you can see it, and then move on. Again, everything's the same but the signs, so I know it's 16x squared minus 9. So this is a square picture, has a 2-inch frame around it. Answer the following questions. First, draw a picture to represent the situation. So my picture just shows this. I have an X is my picture, my frame is the 2 inches around it. Write an expression to model the area of the frame, including the picture. So that would be x plus 2 times x plus 2, which would then be x squared plus 4x plus 4. Write an expression to model just the area of the picture. That would be x times x, which is x squared. Now yours also has a question D, and it says to write an expression of just the frame. So for that, you're just going to have x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus the picture, which is x squared. So x squared minus x squared is just 0x squared, so I have 4x plus 4. And that was number D on yours. Make sure you come to class with questions.